What is up, YouTube, and welcome to the Extra Point, episode 29. I am Hunter along with Nick. How are you doing, Nick?
Hunter, I'm doing well. How are you?
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Fantastic. Wow. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it.
I'm adding the fucking in there because I'm
Yeah.
fan-fucking-tastic.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
Welcome to the Extra Point. We are going to be going over the Week 8 Thursday Night Football matchup between the Redskins and the Vikings, and what a blowout it was, 19-9.
Oh yeah. Huge victory.
Nick, don't even get me started on that shit.
We're actually gonna get started in about a minute, but go ahead.
So we're going to be recapping what happened during that game. We're also going to be going over our Week 8 predictions. Nick has been solid in his predictions every week besides the last two. You have been sucking the last two.
Last week was was not that great. The week before is pretty solid.
Whatever. I don't believe so, but whatever.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Those are our two topics, and we're going to start off with the Thursday Night Football recap. Redskins at the Vikings, 19-9 victory for the Vikings. Moving to 6-2. Almost at that 8-2 mark.
Well, Hunter, yeah, the Vikings did win, but the score pretty much tells you all you need to know. They won 19-9. Their defense did as expected, as advertised, as they do pretty much every week.
Yep.
Defense, as I say, every week is fine. Offense, I don't care if Adam Thielen didn't play. Oh my God. The Redskins defense is not that good. I'm not even going to say it was Kirk Cousins' fault because I thought he was honestly really fucking good. He was really fucking good. I can't say it was his fault. Dalvin Cook, as far as stats go, overall yards and touches, he's the shit. He's still right behind McCaffrey for best running back in football. But the Vikings offensive line should they should all retire and never play football again because I'm sorry, the Redskins defensive front isn't that good. They got a couple of young guys in there, but they got Montez Sweat. They got Deron Payne. They got who else, Hunter? Josh Norman, that cornerback, that's it. They got a bunch of no names out there, and their O-line got their asses handed to them. Vikings only got 19 points out of it. That's really the only problem. The O-line would have played a decent game. They would have won as we expect them to win by, 21, 25 points, something like that. So that was the difference. Not that big of a deal.
I mean, yeah, the offensive line, you said it, was pretty shitty, but the offense in general, you got to think it's a short week, all right? There's not much time to prepare, not much time to rest. So, and with the Redskins, they still had to travel. So, I mean, Thursday night football games are always going to be not, I guess, what you think they're going to be. There could always be an upset, or there could always be things that you're not very sure that's going to actually happen. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. Not much time to prepare. I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. There's not much time to prepare. So 19-9, I think, is a viable score. Kirk Cousins did good. Dalvin Cook did good. Stephon Diggs went off. The Redskins have a fucking banged up team. Their whole team's hurt. Their secondary, I think they had a third string safety in there. Josh Norman was playing and he wasn't supposed to because he's banged up. And they lost a safety in the game. Their whole fucking team's hurt. Case Keenum got hurt as well. I feel bad for him, and they just suck in general. So Adrian Peterson, though, I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. He is still kicking some ass.
Sole place now is 6th all time in rushing yards.
Yep.
So good for him. He passed, I think, LT and Jerome Bettis, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a good milestone. That's adding to his first ballot Hall of Fame career. So good for him.
Yep, he will definitely be a first ballot. But yeah, Adrian Peterson still got it. Those jump cuts he was making, oh my God. It's like he was 21. Beautiful.
It's not quite, but he looked good.
Fuck up, Nick. All right. That was our recap of Thursday Night Football. I mean, honestly, it wasn't that much. It's 19-9. There wasn't a blowout, or it wasn't really a close game. It's just like the Vikings just kind of just had the game in wraps. Like, it's ever since the beginning, it was just pretty much the Vikings the whole entire time. But they didn't really score that much. Anyway, moving on to topic number 2, we are going over our Week 8 predictions, starting with the Seahawks that are 5-2 traveling to Atlanta to face the 1-6 Falcons.
If the Seahawks lose this game, I don't think I'm ever going to do another prediction. The Seahawks should win this game pretty handily. Their defense is far better than the Falcons. Their offense, this would be a good matchup, offensive wise. If you're looking for some highlight plays, you got Julio Jones, you got Russell Wilson. So you got that going for you, maybe a couple big plays. But the Seahawks are a better overall team in all three phases of the game. They should win handedly in Atlanta. Doesn't fucking matter. That damn team is a joke and a half. And the Seahawks, they've lost 2 games at home. I think they actually play better away, is what it seems like to me. So Seahawks are going to bring it, I think. They're going to kick their ass. Big shocker there. Hey, you know what? I think the Seahawks break 40 points. How about that?
I believe it. I don't think that is a bold
Not
prediction
too
because I think it's
far-fetched,
pretty
right?
fucking
Yeah.
good. Yeah, Russell Wilson and the Seahawks are pissed over the loss to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens last week. That shouldn't have happened. I think the Seahawks had that in the bag, but obviously they didn't. So I'm going to take the Seahawks over the Falcons as well. Matt Ryan is on the fence of playing or not. They haven't ruled him out as of today, which is Friday. So who knows? Honestly, if Matt Ryan plays, they'll still probably do just as bad as if he doesn't play. Who's the backup? Matt Schaub, I do
Matt
believe.
Schaub, who, by the way, I had no idea was still in the league. And he threw a
Yep.
touchdown pass to my tight end, which helped me win in fantasy. So I like Matt Schaub. I hope he plays, does well.
So he probably will be a decent option. I mean, Matt Ryan honestly screws that team, in my opinion, anyway. But I'm still going to take the Seahawks. And with the loss of Mohamed Sanu, I don't think it's that big of a blow to the Falcons. They suck with or without him. So Seahawks all the way.
There you go.
All right,
I
cool.
100% agree.
Moving on to the Broncos that are 2-5, going to Indianapolis to face the 4-2 Colts.
Colts. I won't say handedly because the Broncos defense is starting to come around a little bit. Also, Joe Flacco in the last couple wins they've had, by the way, Broncos, he's been okay. He's been okay. He's been really the main problem they've had all season. Me and you've talked about it every week. Joe Flacco is ass, but they're 2 victories. He's had solid games. If he has a solid game, they can be competitive against the Colts. But as a team, they are not better than the Colts. Their offense can't match up against the Colts front 7, and defensively, I don't think they're going to be able to stop the run game. I think Marlon Mack has a good game because that fucking offensive line, Quentin Nelson, is arguably the best offensive lineman in football right now. That dude is a hoss.
Yep.
So I got the Colts winning. Depending on Joe Flacco's game play, I think it could be competitive. We'll see. But the Colts should win regardless.
I agree as well. I don't think it'll be a blowout. The Colts will need to run the ball. The Broncos defense, in my opinion, is set to stop the pass. They have a good secondary, some linebackers, and they have a very good pass rush. Stopping the run, not very good at, but stopping the pass, they're pretty good. So I think Marlon Mack, like you said, should go off. They should give him the ball a lot more than Jacoby Brissett throwing the ball. This should be a run game for them. For the Broncos side, Flacco, when he's playing good, they have a chance. When he's not, he fucking sucks, and they suck as well. The Thursday night football game against the Chiefs, fucking horrible. Flacco was ass. If they do that again, they're going to get fucking blown out. But I don't see it being a blowout. I think it'll be all right. A pretty good game. But the Colts should win. So, yeah, I agree. 150 fucking percent.
Nice.
Moving on to the Buccaneers going to Tennessee to face the Titans. The Bucs are 2-4 and the Titans are 3-4. The roller coaster fucking Titans.
I'm gonna actually go with the Buccaneers on this one. They had a bye week last week, if I'm not mistaken. Their offense, listen, when your quarterback can throw 5 interceptions in a game and they still put up 30-plus points, the offense is fucking phenomenal. And he did it against a good defense against the Carolina Panthers. So their offense is really fucking good. Titans' defense is really fucking good. But I like what Bruce Arians has done with the team. He's not. I guess he's kind of a quarterback guru. A lot of people call Andy Reid a quarterback guru, John Gruden a guru. I think Bruce Arians is solid. He turned Carson Palmer, I didn't think was that great of a quarterback, into a pretty damn good quarterback in Arizona. So I think he's done well with Jameis Winston. I think the defense is pretty fucking solid up front. Their backs need a lot of work, but up front they're pretty solid. Titans offense, don't have to worry about them scoring more than fucking 10 points, to be honest with you. So the Buccaneers can break, just get in the end zone a couple times. They should win. So I got the Bucks beating the Titans in Tennessee. Boom.
Yeah, I have the Bucks winning as well. Jameis Winston, honestly, without the interceptions, he's doing really fucking well. And you said Bruce Arians is a big part of that. I think he is. He's a great fucking coach. Bruce Arians is a really good coach. He is a really good quarterback coach as well. Worked with Peyton Manning back in the day with the Colts. And their defense, their front seven is, we say it every week, fucking superb. Their back four kind of sucks. And their offense is great. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. I mean, honestly, they don't have anybody else besides them two. That's the only people he throws to, and he somehow still gets 400 fucking yards a game.
Yep.
So, yeah, they have a great passing game. Their rushing game kind of sucks, but their passing game's really good, and their defense front seven's really good. The Titans, I think, are just falling off. I don't know how they got the win last week, but I think they are a shitty fucking team now. Their defense is all right, but their offense is fucking horrible. So I'm going to go with the Bucks in this one, and coming off that bye week, they're well rested, and I think Jameis Winston will have a pretty fucking good game. So Bucks all the way, sadly. Moving on to the Cardinals at the Saints, playing in New Orleans. Saints are 6-1. Cardinals on a little win streak, 3-1.
Well, I'm really feeling an upset. Don't ask me why. I'm just feeling an upset.
You're going with Arizona.
I'm going with the Cardinals. I'm going to show them some love. They've won 3 straight games. Their offense looks good. Hell, last week they won a game by running the football. I never thought I'd fucking see that. But in an air raid offense, they ran the football. So their offense looks good the last few games. Defensively, when Chandler Jones gets 4 fucking sacks in one game, and then you got Terrell Suggs on the other side, they're still not that great, but they got a couple really good players. I don't even know, is Drew Brees playing? I have no idea.
No, I don't think he is.
Okay, so then I'm gonna stick with it then. I got the Saints losing at home to the Cardinals, in a high scoring game. I really do. I know the Saints defense is really good, but when I look at some of the offenses they have gone up against, it's not that impressive to be dominant. So, I got the Cardinals winning an upset game at New Orleans. Suck it, people.
I don't think you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy.
It's not too far off. I mean, they've won 3 straight. I mean, they have high.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the Saints. I'm not going with the underdog in this game. I would like the Cardinals to pull the victory out. I don't see them doing it. I think it's probably going to be a pretty high scoring game. Teddy Bridgewater and the Saints are going to slaughter that fucking defense. And Kyler Murray, I think, is going to ball out. The Saints have always had a hard time of stopping mobile quarterbacks, and Kyler Murray is a really good mobile quarterback that can throw the fucking ball. So, yeah, and the Cardinals have figured out that they can actually run the ball. Sadly, fuck me in fantasy, but they can. So, I don't think the upset is very far-fetched. However, I'm going to go with the Saints just because the overall team is better, and they are playing at home. So, but I would love to see an upset, and I hope you're right.
I'm gonna root for it. I don't hate the Saints at all. Yeah. I know you. That's all you. I think it'd be a good upset. I think it's a reasonable upset. I don't think I would be too shocked.
No. So. I mean, I think the way the Cardinals win this game is they have to run the ball. They have to keep possession and not let that offense get the ball much, because that offense will march down the field and score in a hurry against that defense. So I think the offense of the Cardinals, in order to win, they need to run the ball, and Kyler Murray needs to be on point.
You got to have clock management and no turnovers. A lot easier said than done.
Correct.
But they can do it.
Yep, they can. Pretty good team. I was liking them at the beginning of the year, and you said, fuck that. They are looking really
Yeah, they're
good, Nick.
coming around a little bit. Yeah, I like them. I like watching them. They're doing pretty good.
Yep.
So
Moving on to probably the best team in the NFL, the 0-7 Cincinnati Bengals, traveling to Los Angeles to face the 4-3 Rams. Another great fucking team on paper, but suck. So yeah, who do you got in this one?
well, clearly I got the Bengals because no. Yeah, so the Rams should win. Honestly, I'm predicting a shutout. There's no way the fucking Bengals will score a single point in this game. There's just no way. They're gonna get their asses rocked. Their defense is almost as bad as their offense. So they give up about 38 points. How about 38-0 Rams? How about that one? How
I
about
don't
how
agree
about
with that
two?
at all.
How about another couple defensive touchdowns or something? Like it's gonna be awful. I have Tyler Boyd on fantasy, a great receiver. I might just fucking not even play him, and he's one of my best
You're going to
players
be up against Jalen
just
Ramsey.
because it'd be a waste of time. Yeah, exactly. Who's gonna win that one?
Jalen
Jesus.
Ramsey.
So yeah.
I'm looking at a stat right now. The Bengals have won the last two of three matchups against the Rams, dating
Going
back
back to
to
what, like fucking
2009.
15 years ago? I was about to say, yeah.
The last two matchups, it was in
Look,
2011 and 2015, and the
look,
Bengals won both of them.
they beat Jeff fucking Fisher, is what they
Yep,
did.
yep.
That's a great job. Come on.
Marvin Lewis went and beat the fucking Rams in St. Louis during that time.
Yeah, I told you last week, Marvin Lewis legit could probably have gotten this team a couple wins by now. I'd give him that. I don't know who that fucking guy. I don't even know their head coach's name. I have no idea. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know what his name is.
He's pretty
But
bad.
Marvin Lewis probably would have this team at 2-4 right now, respectively.
I agree. I completely agree.
So
I'm going to take the Rams. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. The Rams have been playing pretty shitty, honestly.
they had a good game last week. A great game last week.
I mean, yeah, they have the number one defense on paper, period.
Okay,
Over the Bears,
yeah,
I would say
agree
it's over
on
the
paper.
Bears.
Yeah.
They do. And they have not been playing very well. The Bengals suck, but Jared Goff is coming around a little bit. Fucking finally. I mean, he is the only reason the Rams have lost 3 games.
Well, I was going to say Todd Gurley is because he hadn't been playing, and when he does,
Todd Gurley hasn't played
he's
either.
low productivity.
So that does hurt them as well. But honestly, Jared Goff needs to fucking throw the ball accurately and be a better quarterback, which he has been in the past 2 weeks, and they're 4-3. So I'm going to choose the Rams. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. However, I think the defense of the Bengals will shut them down, and I think Jared Goff and Todd Gurley will light up the worst 32nd ranked defense in the NFL in the Bengals. So
thank you.
Whoever's got the Bengals defense in fantasy, you're really killing it right now. Good job.
Whoever has the Bengals defense in fantasy clearly let the computer pick their fantasy picks. Because no, you should drop them.
I don't even think the
just
computer
not have a
will allow that.
defense. You can't get negative points, people. If you got the Bengals defense, fucking drop them now, or you will lose points.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So we both take the Rams in that one. Hopefully that is correct. If not, wow, we will have a great recap of that game.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do there. Jesus Christ.
I don't even know what would go wrong. Anyway, going on to next week, we have the 3-4 shitty keeping up with the Eagles, traveling to Buffalo to face the 5-1 Bills.
New episode, Keeping Up with the Eagles, and 1:00.
Yep.
Airing in Buffalo, and honestly, I know the Eagles have been sucking ass like for no reason at all. You know, the drama. We already talked about it. Their defensive backs aren't that great, but on paper they look pretty good. The Bills defense can shut this fucking offense. If the Cowboys defense can do it with their shit ass coaching staff, then the Bills with a good coach and Sean McDermott can shut the Eagles shit down. So yeah, I got the Bills winning. It should be a solid game though, because the Eagles' run defense is pretty good. And let's be honest, the Bills, that's really all they have. I'm sorry, Josh Allen can't throw the football very well yet. So it might be a good game, but the Bills will probably win it. So Bills.
I am going to disagree. I'm going with the Eagles.
Well, the Eagles. All right, shit.
The Eagles are 1 win away from getting back into the Super Bowl form. They have a really good team. And for some reason, and we were talking about it in our recap, it's behind the scenes, guarantee it. Like there is something going on with the staffing or the players. They just don't fucking like each other. I don't know. but they are just playing like complete shit, and they should not be because they are a really good team on paper. They're one win away from getting back into the form that they were in a couple of years ago or even last year and running away with a NFC East run, a title run. So
Yeah.
the 5-1 Bills, honestly, we said it last or a couple days ago. They are the worst 5-1 team in the past 10 years. It's like they
I
should
agree.
not be 5-1. Their offense is fucking horrific, and
Right.
their defense is really good, but
Right.
it's not. No. So I'm
Well,
gonna say the Eagles are gonna come in here, go into Buffalo with a chip on their shoulder. They're gonna get it back going, or get it back going. I don't even know what the fuck I said.
yeah, just
They're gonna
stop.
do really
Stop.
good and beat the Bills. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Eagles.
All right, shit. That's a disagreement there. All right, that'll be a good one. We'll see. That'll be a good game. I'm watching that fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, cool.
Moving on to the 2-5 Chargers traveling to Chicago to face the 3-3 Bears. I'm gonna go ahead and say Bears. I'm not even gonna fucking Bears.
I'm not gonna say Bears. They are after what the fucking Saints did. Listen. The only reason I'm not saying Bears is because their defense, which I talked about on the recap of last week, Chuck Pagano's fucked that amazing roster on defense to shit, and they're not playing nearly to their capabilities. Okay, I know, and now, granted, neither are the Chargers in general either. I talk about
Chargers
this
are
every fucking
sucking.
week. They piss me off too. On paper, they're still a phenomenal team. Their record is not what their roster shows. So, because I'm going off what I've seen of recent. All right, Chargers struggled against a decent defense. Honestly, kind of got robbed of a win last week. If you ask me, I thought they fucking
Yeah.
broke the end zone twice. Um, and they got good depth. They got good depth at running back. They got good depth at receiver. Hunter Henry's back. Their O line's solid. Philip Rivers is good. So I think the Chargers offense can be successful against the Bears. What should be phenomenal defense, but I'm going to call them average now because that's what they're playing like. Um, but that's not the main thing for me. Is Mitchell Trubisky's a fucking joke. He really is.
He
He
is
is
sucking pretty
ass.
bad.
He's an ass mouth. He really is. He doesn't make smart decisions. He's
No.
playing like Baker Mayfield did to start the season, or still is. He stands in the pocket for 8 years, looking to. And what's funny, he doesn't even look down the field. He's looking at his fucking like his screen. He's a wide receiver screen, and he stands in the pocket and like just
He's
dicks
looking at
around.
grass. He's just
And
looking
then he
at
thinks he can fucking run as fast as Russell Wilson or something. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
just fucking throw the
So
ball away, man.
he's the main reason. But I'm gonna go Chargers. They're in Chicago. I don't really care. Mitchell Trubisky, he needs to prove me something in this game. If he proves me wrong here, I'll jump back on the Bears. But if he keeps playing the way he's playing, they're going to be 3-4 after this week. So Chargers for me.
I think the Bears gave New Orleans a decent fight in the first half. If they play like that
No,
against the
that's
Chargers, that'd be pretty good. I think they would win it. I'm picking the Bears just because the Chargers are playing honestly like dog shit, just like the Bears are on offense. Defense is still okay, top 10. I mean, they're I guess average, but they're still top 10. And I think they can shut down the Chargers. The Chargers have been relying on a passing game, and Chicago has a very fucking good pass rush. So I think they're going to fuck
okay.
Phillip Rivers up.
Yep.
And honestly, the Bears have a good run defense as well. And the Chargers are struggling to run the ball when they get Melvin Gordon back, which was what, 2 weeks ago, last week.
2 weeks ago, yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
joke.
I'm gonna take the Bears. Honestly, this is a fucking horrific game. It
It'll be a
should be.
good
It should be
game.
a really fucking good
Evenly
game,
matched, honestly. Yeah.
but it's just a shitty fucking game. So I'm gonna take the Bears though, and they are playing in Chicago. I think that helps them there. Yeah, that's about it. That's gonna be a fucking horrific game. I wouldn't even watch that one, to be honest. Should be a good one, but it's not. Moving on though to the 2-5 Giants, and Danny Dimes are going to Detroit to face the 2-3-1 getting fucked Lions.
Well, I'm gonna go with Lions. I think they're the better team. I've talked about it. I think they're a pretty solid fucking team. They've been getting fucked.
They
from a
have.
few wins now, and I think they're really close to being like one of the best team, a top 10 team, a playoff team. So they're playing in Detroit. I'm going with the Lions. However, Danny Dimes might have some luck here. Saquon, give that guy the fucking football,
Yeah,
please.
there it
Pat
is.
Shermer, wake the fuck up, man. He's your best player. Give him the football, and they might be successful and might win the game. But I still go Lions just because they're a better overall team. Nothing crazy there.
I'm going to
So
go Lions as well. I think the Giants are going to have a good game. I think Daniel Jones is going to have a pretty good game, and Saquon is going to fucking go off. Hopefully, I'm
you
pretty
think
sure he
so?
will.
Well, they got to give
Because
him the ball to fucking do that.
yeah,
So
Detroit has a fucking horrific defense. The only thing that's keeping them in it is offense, and Matthew Stafford's doing really good. So I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Matthew Stafford's going to go off, and Saquon Barkley's going to go off. But I think it'll go down to the wire. Detroit is going to pull this
Hunter,
win
it's a
out.
fucking Lions game. What else would you expect?
True,
Every
it's
game
always
they've
high-scoring.
won
It's
and
never
fucking
fucking low
lost this
scoring.
season is down to the fucking last minute.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
I get it. But yeah, I think Saquon's going to go off. Daniel Jones going to have a good game. Matthew Stafford and the offense going to have a good game, and the defenses are going to be non-existent. I honestly think it's just going to be offense versus offense, and who gets the bigger plays down
Whoever
there.
has the ball last will probably win the fucking game.
That's
Honestly,
exactly right.
yeah.
So, but honestly, who is very good at running the clock? I mean, looking at the two offenses, who do you think could maintain possession the longest and keep the ball on the ground more?
Truthfully, if they gave him the ball more, the Giants.
Exactly.
However,
So I
I don't give
don't
a
see
shit.
the
I'm still going with the
Giants.
Lions.
I still do think the Lions are going to win, but I can see the Giants possibly pulling out the
It
victory.
wouldn't shock me if the Giants won. I wouldn't
Right.
go, oh my God. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
You know,
because I mean they have a good offense. It's just the defense is fucking horrific. So yeah, I'm all right. So I'm gonna go Lions. You're gonna go Lions,
yeah.
but could be a fucking upset. There we go. It's not really even an upset. They're both fucking two wins. Anyway, moving on to a great game. We have the 1-5 1-5 Jets traveling to Jacksonville to face the 3-4 Jaguars. Can Sam Darnold redeem himself? And
First, first of all, Hunter, you said Sam Darnold. I feel so bad for this fucking guy. First game he has to come back to. He plays the Cowboys, who have a top 10 defense, mind you.
yep,
Okay. You take away some 90 some odd yard, like 92-yard touchdown he had to Robbie Anderson, and they fucking lose, and they don't even put up 20 points. Next game, you play the Patriots. I won't even go there. This game, you're playing the Jaguars. Can we give this guy a fucking break, please? Jesus Christ. Like, I would be seeing ghosts too. Like, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, can we play the fucking, the Bengals or some shit? I feel bad for Sam Darnold. However, that doesn't change my mind. Me feeling bad for him. The Jaguars are going to win the game. I think Gardner Minshew is going to have a good fucking game. I think Sam Darnold. I'm sorry, he's not going to have a good game. I think the Jaguars defense is going to eat his lunch. He's going to get sacked probably like 8 fucking times. Your screen turned off. I got you this time. So I got the Jaguars winning. I don't think it's going to be that close. I think the Jets' fucking offense is going to get rocked around again. Will they get in the end zone? I don't know. I really don't think they will. I think the Jaguars are going to eat their lunch. So
wow.
yeah,
I'm gonna disagree with you.
you're going Jets?
I'm going Jets.
Oh shit, dude!
I'm
Don't do
pulling
that
I'm
to
pulling the 1-5 team, and I'm
dude.
going Jets. The reason being, Sam Darnold's a good quarterback. All right, he faced the number one defense last week on a short week. Actually, it wasn't a short. It was Monday Night Football.
Yeah, an extra
Got
day.
fucked.
Shit.
He's not going to be seeing ghosts because I don't think the Jaguars are going to dress up in white uniforms. So I think he's good there. And
If they
honestly,
do
the
it.
Jaguars on paper, we've said their defense is fucking phenomenal,
Yeah,
but they haven't been playing like that.
they've been playing pretty fucking solid.
Looking at their statistics, 19th ranked defense in yards.
I don't give a shit
So
about yards. I don't give a fuck about
I
yards.
think
It's
the
about total
Jets.
points.
I mean, yeah, but I think the Jets are going to pull out the win. Le'Veon Bell is getting better week by week. Let's not even count the Monday Night Football game against the Patriots. Let's not even count that. Every other week, he's been getting better week by week. Sam Darnold, this is going to be his third game back. I think he'll be fine. And yeah, I'm gonna say the Jets. The Jaguars, they got a good team. They got a good run
It's
defense or a run offense with Leonard Fournette. Gardner Minshew's doing all right, but I'm gonna pull the underdog and say the Jets.
it wouldn't be a too far fetched upset, I suppose. Just
Don't
all
give me
right.
that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Go
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 ahead.
with go with Sam Darnold. All
I
right.
uh, you go with Sam Darnold until he stops seeing fucking ghosts or whatever the fuck his problem is. I'm going against anyone but Sam Darnold, unfortunately. I still like the guy. I hope he does good, but
You're such a hater.
I
Moving
like him.
on. The 4-2 Kyle Allen Carolina Panthers are
Ooh,
traveling to California to face the San Francisco 49ers at 6-0. Will the 49ers be 6-1 after this game?
they will be 6-1 after this
Yes, they
game.
will be.
They will be. It's gonna be first of all probably the game of the fucking week. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I agree.
it's really evenly matched. Both offenses are both defenses are holy shit. They're really fucking good. Honestly, I don't know which ones, but I've said before. You got Patriots number one. I think it's down between the Panthers, 49ers, and the Saints for that second spot. I don't know the stats or anything like that. The one thing I do know about the Panthers is they do have a little shaky run defense. Um, but if they're going to continue to get, 4 or 5 turnovers a fucking game, I suppose it doesn't really matter how bad the run defense is anyway. The only problems they might have is the 49ers have a good fucking run offense. So they might have problems there. However, I look at quarterbacks. I see one quarterback hasn't thrown a pick yet, one's thrown 6, 7,
6.
quite a few in
Oh,
6
yeah.
games. So, I'm looking at turnovers there. And I think it's just going to be who who is going to turn over the ball more is going to lose the fucking football game too. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm looking at the Panthers. Kyle Allen. I don't know if he's going to get 300 yards passing. Might not have any touchdowns at all. Maybe he goes for 120. Maybe he has a completion percentage of 40. But if he doesn't turn that fucking football over, I think the Panthers will win because inevitably 49ers will turn the ball over. I think they've had at least a couple every game. So fumbles, interceptions. So that's what I'm relying. I'm trusting Kyle Allen, Hunter. I'm trusting him. I've never trusted a Panthers quarterback to do anything good in my life. In my young life, I never have until
Wow, that's
today.
hurtful.
I am trusting Kyle Allen to not turn the ball over and to fucking win the game. So there you go.
After our heated debate last episode, and me saying Jimmy Garoppolo is not a very good quarterback, he's a backup, I'm going to stick with that.
Okay.
You said the Panthers do not have a good rush defense. Honestly, they
No,
don't.
I said
Not
I said
that it's
that's the
not that
weakest
good.
part of their defense. I don't think it's
Correct.
that terrible. I just
I completely agree. So the 49ers are going to have to run the ball. That being said, I don't think they will be doing a very good job with that, and they're going to have to throw the ball. Jimmy Garoppolo, not a very good quarterback in my eyes, is going to have to throw the ball. Having 6 interceptions in 6 games, not being a very good quarterback, I don't think he is. And going up against the Carolina Panthers, which lead the NFL in sacks and are on a record-breaking season here, I think the 49ers offense is going to fall through. The Panthers are going to have to run the ball with Christian McCaffrey, obviously. If that doesn't work, I trust Kyle Allen more than I would Jimmy Garoppolo with the Panthers offense. I think DJ Moore is a very good receiver, along with Curtis Samuel, Greg Olsen. He's got a lot of weapons, and Trey Turner is back with the offensive line. So I think the Panthers are going to win this game. I think they have just an overall better team, not on defense, but on offense as well, just incorporating everything, offense and defense. I think the Panthers have a better team. I don't think the 49ers should be 6-0. To be completely honest, kind of like we say the Bills shouldn't be 5-1. I don't think the 49ers should be 6-0. So I'm going to
okay.
take the Panthers. I think Kyle Allen's going to have an all right game. I think he'll be fine. Christian McCaffrey might get stopped here and there, but I think Kyle Allen can pull it
No
out.
turnovers. No
Correct,
turnovers,
correct.
and they'll
Turnovers
win.
are a big iffy in this game. Whoever, you said it, whoever turns the ball over least is probably going to win the game. I completely agree. Yeah.
So there you go. That's the game of the week right there. Fucking tune
But
in.
Christian
Fox.
McCaffrey was getting
Really.
stopped when he was
Yeah.
facing the Texans. Kyle Allen came through and threw the fucking ball pretty
Yep.
well. So I'm going to take the Panthers, ending the 49ers, and they're going to be 6-1 after this week. I think this is like, what, the third time I've picked the Panthers to win. So
Yeah, it is. And
damn
all you
Panthers.
do is wear the fucking Panthers gear, and this is only your third time.
Yeah.
So congratulations. You hate your own team.
Fuck you, Nick. Moving on to the Oakland Raiders, who are 3-3, traveling to Houston, face the 4-3 Texans. That's going to be a tough game.
Yeah,
That's
it is. Fuck. I love Deshaun Watson, but damn, dude, the Texans I thought were really fucking good a few weeks ago, and they're just kind of doing this roller coaster thing now, like fucking Titans are. Maybe it's that division. I don't know. The Raiders, they beat the fucking Bears, shocked the hell out of me. They turn around against the Packers and get their shit rocked. So I don't really know. I'm gonna go with the home team Texans. It's John Gruden versus Bill O'Brien. I think that's pretty close as far as football knowledge goes. Derek Carr versus Deshaun Watson. That's pretty close. I guess I feel like the Texans defense is better than the Raiders defense. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. That's pretty fucking. Well, it's Hunter. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's every fucking Texans game is like this, is it not? Every team
basically,
they play,
yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, they may win, they may fucking lose, and maybe
It's
a
never like
tie.
they won.
I don't fucking know. So I'm gonna stick with them just because I went against them last week, and their defense is slightly better than the Raiders' defense. Other than that, there's no real landslide there. So, who you got?
I am going to go Texans. I think the Texans will pull this out. They're playing in Houston.
Yeah,
The Raiders' offense is really good. The Raiders' offense
it
put up some
is.
points on the
Yeah,
Bears
got a
and the
good run
Packers.
game.
The only reason the Packers beat them was because they scored 40 fucking points on their shitty defense.
Yeah.
The Raiders don't have a fucking defense. The Texans do. You said the Texans. You're going with the Texans because they have a better defense. I agree, but I also think Deshaun Watson can put more points on the board than Derek Carr can. I like Deshaun Watson better as a QB than Derek Carr. So I'm going to go Texans. Yeah, I just think it's going to be a fucking shootout. And I think Deshaun Watson will score more points by himself than fucking Derek Carr will with Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs. So, and Darren Waller. He's turning out to be a pretty good tight end.
Tight end. Yeah, it's a good fucking tight end.
I'm gonna go Texans with you. I agree completely, 100%. Moving on to the Browns, who are 2-4, traveling to New England to face the 7-0 Patriots. And Jarvis Landry said he guarantees a fucking victory over the New England Patriots. No fucking way in hell. Did
Did he really say that? Like an interview or something?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay. First I knew about that. Well, once again, I said it every week. This is not necessarily biased. This is me just looking at the team. If the Patriots have a game plan for whatever, I think they're going to win. If they just how they say it, if we execute the game plan and we
just do your job, Nick.
Do your job, they'll win. I think they really will. But people still don't want to. You don't want to overlook the Browns, though. Okay, they're 2-4. They've had, I think, 2 or 3 tough losses to solid teams. They almost had the Seahawks. They almost had the Rams, for crying out loud. Those are 2 solid teams. So they beat the Ravens, who are 5-2. So they're not as terrible as people think they are. I think they have a tough schedule. On paper, their offense looks fucking great. O-line's shaky, but skill players, they're really fucking good. Defensively, their front 7, their D-line especially, is fucking phenomenal. They got like Myles Garrett, Sheldon Richardson, and the guy I can't pronounce his last name, number 65, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Sure, that guy. So they got a solid defense. They got good players. They just haven't put it together yet. And I think the Patriots overall are still a better team. So they'll win. I don't think it's going to be some smoke. Everyone's being all, overly confident about it. I don't like that at all. Okay.
Well, you're a
I'd rather
Patriots
you,
fan.
yeah, downplay my fucking team for once, will you? Damn, we need some motivation. So, yeah, Patriots should win, and I will go with the Patriots. However, I am nervous.
I am going to go with the Patriots as well. Their defense is fucking top notch. Baker Mayfield has struggled this year, and going up against the
Yes.
number one defense,
Brad.
yee, it's gonna be a fucking shot, a wake up call for him. I don't think, damn, what's his face, Nick Chubb will have that great of a game because he's going up against the Patriots defense, and they're going to be playing from behind, so they're going to have to pass the ball. I think the Patriots will win this. I wouldn't say easily, but it's not going to be a fucking hard fought matchup. I think it's going to be a pretty a walk through game. Patriots got it in the bag. Brady, Belichick. That's all I got to say about that. I mean, it's the Patriots.
I
7 and
won't
0.
argue with that.
Belichick,
I won't
Brady.
argue with that.
Number
Ever.
one defense. I'm not going to go into that. Yeah, and I'm going to say the Patriots. Moving on to it would have been a shootout, but honestly, I don't think it is now since Patrick Mahomes has been ruled out for this week. 6-1 Packers traveling to Kansas City to face the 5-2 Chiefs, and I believe Aaron Rodgers will have another blowout of a fucking or of a game with him. He will
Yeah,
have
I think they're
a
going to
phenomenal
kick their
game.
ass. And what I think is funny also is that the Chiefs are going to lose their third game, all these games being in Kansas City.
Yep.
Um, which honestly, this is not good for the Chiefs. I know why they're trying to rush Patrick Mahomes back. The fact that he actually was questionable up until today, Friday, for Sunday's game, after what the fuck happened to him last week.
They said 3 weeks, and they have been pushing it
Exactly.
like,
And
yeah,
that tells me that's how fucking desperate they are.
they're going to rush him
They
back.
know that fucking guy is that team. Period. So who's the backup again?
Matt fucking Moore.
Matt fucking Moore. So really what we're
This
looking at
team
is,
right here knows a lot about Matt Moore.
oh
Yeah.
God. Yeah, so no, yeah, they're gonna get their asses handed to them. It could be a rough stretch while Patrick Mahomes isn't playing for the Chiefs, because I'm sorry, their defense is a joke, and their offense, truthfully, without Patrick Mahomes, is a joke because they don't have a fucking run game. Matt Moore isn't a good quarterback,
Nope.
so they now have no offense. They have nothing right now, and the Packers got it going all cylinders. Their defense, though it's not top 10 or top tier like everyone thought it was the first few games, it's still pretty damn good, especially front seven. Plus, they got old boy playing safety who's pretty good. And then their offense just fucking wrecked the fucking Raiders. My God, I think Aaron Rodgers had his best statistical game of his fucking
Ever.
career.
Yeah.
So they're going to kick their ass in Kansas City. If you don't like the Chiefs, watch the game. You will wake up Monday morning with a smile on your face.
I agree. I
Simple as
think
that.
Aaron Rodgers will have a similar game as he did last week against the Raiders. He's
Yeah,
playing a defense that is worse than the
then the
Raiders.
Raiders. Yep.
He's gonna have. I mean, he's not going up against Patrick Mahomes, but I think Aaron Rodgers is a little salty that Mahomes has come in and has taken over
Trying to
as
take
this
his MVP thunder. I know.
this mobile West Coast, like his own style. Because you look
Yep.
at Aaron Rodgers, you look at Patrick Mahomes, they're honestly not too far apart in
No.
style. And
Yep.
Mahomes is just fucking sweeping Aaron Rodgers off the face of the planet in that category
Yeah.
and taking over that number one spot. So I think Rodgers is going to come in with a chip on his shoulder. He's going to blow out the fucking horrific defense that the Chiefs have on all cylinders, rushing and passing. And I think the Chiefs' offense is going to fucking slaughter the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs might pull out might score a couple points. I mean, Matt Moore he's a bad quarterback, but I mean the Chiefs don't have a bad passing offense. They have some good receivers, a good offensive line. So I think
Yeah.
they'll be okay. They'll score probably around 10 to 17 points, but the Packers are going to probably score 40 plus, all on Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, I'm going to take the Packers over this, and they're going to move to 7-1, and
And
the Chiefs are going to be 5-3.
obviously, I 100% agree. I also want to say, way back when, people, way back when we first started this gig, we both made predictions of who would win NFL MVP. And I said Aaron Rodgers would resurrect his career and win NFL MVP. If he has another game like he did last week, he will be the leading MVP candidate of the season at the midway point. So that makes me very fucking excited. So yeah, just saying. So
I think that falls on how Russell Wilson and McCaffrey play this week as well. I mean,
yeah, we'll see.
they're the front runners right now.
Right
And then
now,
you got those
we'll
people
see.
that say Lamar Jackson.
Get
All
the
right.
fuck out of here, Jesus.
Monday Night Football. We probably have the game of the week in Monday Night Football. We have the 0-6 Dolphins going up
Oh man.
against the 2-4 Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know
Dear
what though?
God.
You know what though, Hunter? The Steelers defense is pretty fucking good nowadays. With their offense, with that third string quarterback, his last name is Hedges or Hodges or something like that. The Dolphins might give them a game. Look. We're looking at the Dolphins. It's similar to the Bills game last week. It's going to be defensive as hell. And I think the Dolphins will be in it in the fourth quarter. They will be a close game, tie game. Hell, they might be winning at one point. I think they're going to lose. They're going to blow it because they're the Dolphins and they're tanking. They're tanking for Tua or Jalen Hurts. That's what they're doing. Okay. They're going to lose the game, but it's not going to be a smoke show. It might be an interesting game. They got some random guy named fucking Hodges playing quarterback, and that's the reason why. So there you go.
I think it is going to be a good game. Well, not a good game. I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, me too.
The Steelers suck. The Dolphins suck. Honestly,
I was very specific, and you just went straight to these guys suck. So
they do. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They fucking blow.
Yeah.
But I think the Dolphins could pull it out. I really do. I think the Steelers are just that bad. I mean,
Look, I'd love to see it. I really would.
I would love the
amazing.
Dolphins to beat the Steelers just because I'm pulling for the underdog
Steel
here.
City, for crying out loud, in Pittsburgh. Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh on my prediction just because they are playing in Pittsburgh. Usually they play very well in prime time in Pittsburgh. Last year, I got a fucking glimpse of that when the Panthers blew it and allowed 52 fucking points. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh, and I agree with what you said. They're going to be in it in the fourth quarter, and it's going to come down to a 2-point conversion to win it. And if they don't get it, they fucking lose. And I think they're not going to get it. Once again, I think they're going to blow it. But Ryan Fitzmagic is going to keep them in it, and is going to have a lot more close games to come. I think the Dolphins will get a win this year, though. I just don't know when.
But I don't know if I'm going to go that fucking far. Do they play the Bengals at all? Is that part of their schedule?
I don't even want to look. Week by week, I will make a prediction, and I will see when I want the Miami Dolphins to win. This week, I'm going to pass. If they were playing in Miami, I'd take the Dolphins. But
I mean, look, I want the fucking Bengals to win this week too, but that's just not going to happen.
Shit.
You can't just pick and choose. You got to look at the matchups, man.
You're right. But yeah, anything you want to add after this podcast conclusion of this podcast? What do you want anything to add?
No. You got something you want to subtract or divide, maybe multiply?
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Comment below. Go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on Instagram. If you want. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video.
You said addition, so I said subtraction, and then multiplication and division. That's all right.
I'm Hunter, along with Nick. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you later.
Good.